Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Hurricane's on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. The Brown Bombers really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
So we are underway here. Round one, scheduled for 12.
Get your hands up. Get your hands up. That's it.
The Brown Bombers' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
Don't let him get at you.
Hurricane banged by a left hand. Teddy, explain this to me. Hey, this fighter was just staggered and stunned. Now all of a sudden he's defending beautifully.
Yeah, because he's on instinct now. Before he was thinking, he was overthinking. That happens out in life in a lot of places. And now he's not. Now just naturally, instinctively, survival mode is there. He's doing all the things, Joe, that he was taught in the gym. Things he couldn't do before.
Hurricane stunned and he is hurt. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
The Brown Bombers' right hand scores well now. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged. Last 10 seconds of this first round. And that's the end of round one. The Brown Bombers got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
Let them things go. All right, your jab works good when you use it. You don't use it enough. Jab, jab, all right? Jab, jab.
So this round is underway, and what a difference a break makes for him. Look at how fresh he is to start this round after getting hit hard and rocked in that last round.
What a difference a rest makes when the corner knows how to take advantage of that rest. They got water on him, they revived him, they massaged his legs a little bit, gave him some encouragement. Good to go.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Both fighters told us that they want to have a similar approach early on here. They want to show a lot of varied attacks.
Well, that gives them a better opportunity to be effective throughout the night.
Hurricane's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. A headshot blocked. The Brown Bombers' right hand scores well. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. To the belt line he goes with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs.
Come on, let's go.
Good return fire that time. Brown Bombers doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Can you believe that? What a change in momentum. He just got rocked. Moments ago, he was the one hurting his opponent.
Reminds you of the song, I Can Do Anything You Can Do, only better.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Flush right hand to the head. Good defense, just covering up down low. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. 10 seconds remaining in this round. The Brown Bombers really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab.
Caught you with your hands down, so let's keep them up, all right? All right, deep breath. Get some water. There you go. You're good. You're okay. Breathe for me. Now listen. You threw a wide punch, and he caught you.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
The Brown Bombers' jab lands well. Blocks that belt line well. trying to chop that wood with that hook to the body. What a shot. Big hook comes in.
Hey, stay with me here.
What impact from that uppercut by the Brown Bomber.
That's okay. Pay him back.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Come on now. Keep doing what you're doing.
Good work defensively by Hurricane. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. To the head he goes with a left hand.
How do you go low? Right now. More punches, baby. Punches and bunches. Let's see it. Let the fist go. Let him go.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Blocks one, gives one, right to the belt line. And bang, and away he goes. He goes down. Oh, it may be close here. Can he survive the round? So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Three minutes gone by in this round.
I need you to move this round, all right? Move. Muévate.
How you doing? You okay? Now I need you to use your feet. Move around the ring. You got that? Okay, now let's go. Move around the ring. You got that? Okay, now let's go.
Having put his opponent down on the canvas, he's already easily taken the first 3 rounds of this fight as we begin round number 4, Teddy.
Well, it has been easy for him because his opponent has no defense. He just walks in and he's eating punch.
And yet another big shot comes in. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Hurricane's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Hurricane. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there?
Work the body, kid. That's right. Body shot. Body shot.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Hurricane's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Not able to land the headshot. 90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Enough. Come on now. Move. Move.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Snaps that jab out. Up top with the right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives the left.
Keep working the body. Focus. Focus.
You got this one.
Keep moving, baby. Move.
Go hit him.
Back to the body.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds.
Come on, now's your chance.
Good block there by Hurricane. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy, because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night, and you forget what you knew when you came in, that it wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed, and it's important to remember that.
You're more intelligent than he is. Let's go. You can.
He's trying to get momentum back. He gave it away in that last round when he was knocked down.
Well, he got a little pit stop in the corner, so now he's got to be like that race car driver coming out of the pits. You know, you come out of there cautiously. Don't get hit with anything as you're coming out. You know, don't cross those lanes too quick, and then get back into the flow.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Baby.
He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
That's it. Just like that.
Jump on him right now.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Hurricane's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Hits him in the mug with the right.
He's to the punch.
Okay, let it go.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
Keep working the jab.
The Brown Bombers proving to be elusive. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand.
Uppercut is wide open. Uppercut, baby. Come on. Keep moving.
1, 2. 1, 2. One of those. Keep it going.
Come on, kid. Focus now. I need you to focus for me.
The Brown Bombers left now getting into the mix.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Scored well up top. Able to cover up that gut. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Hurricane's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That is start to take away some of that head movement.
Breathe. Breathe, all right? Just take a deep breath. I need to see the combinations from you. Now let's throw those combinations we talked about. This fight is real close, so let's see the 1, 2s, and 3s, all right?
The start of the 6th round. The Brown Bombers opening up this round with a lot of momentum. Now, down on your scorecard, but he clearly won the last round and carries that into this round.
Well, look, the old-time trainers, my trainer, Customato, used to always say there's no such thing as a one-round championship fight. You know, you got to do it. You do it to be the top guy round after round for a lot of rounds together. Well, that's what it's about right now. Yeah, he had a couple bad rounds, but now he has a chance to be back in this fight and show that his worth is down the stretch.
Hurricane's doing something that not everybody appreciates, but he is making his defense a major factor in this fight.
Yeah, well, a lot of times people, you know, they only get it done on one end. What I mean about that is, you know, offensively, they use their jab, they use aggression to set up the offense, but he uses defense to set up the offense. He has a double-edged sword.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Hurricane's proving here that you can't hit what you can't reach. You see the movement he's putting forth.
Yeah, he's using his legs real well. He's controlling range. He's just not allowing his opponent to get into the punching distance he needs.
This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Here you go.
Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins. You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
The Brown Bombers' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Shake it off, shake it off. It's all right, it's all right.
At the halfway point of round 7. He clinches when he gets to the inside. The Brown Bombers showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Good block there by Hurricane.
Come on, come on.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Good job, boy, good job.
And that's the end of round 7.
No doubt about it. There you go. You're losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Knock this guy out. I want you to bang the head and the body, all right?
This guy can't handle your big shots, kid. He ain't never been punched with your kind of power. Let's make sure we make him feel it. I want to see hooks to the body, then a hook to the head, all right? Hook to the body, then to the head.
We're starting to see a trend now, Teddy. Here we are, the early goings of round number 8. We look at your scorecard. What seemed to be an even fight, now the Brown Bombers pulled away with what he's been able to string together the last few rounds.
So he's shown the character of a future champion, that he's not satisfied just to stay there. If he has a chance to go ahead, he's going to take that chance. He's made that chance. He's taken it.
Hurricane's got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land more.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Keep your hands up. Move, move.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
Keep that head moving.
Hurricane's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. The Brown Bombers showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8.
That's what I like to see. Brace yourself. Ahora, do that again.
Goes up top with a right hand.
Coming up! Coming up! You're not focusing! Hey, get out there! You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Blocks that punch. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating you. If you throw 3 or 4 punches,
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. The Brown Bombers' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
looking good.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Where's the body? Uppercut. Watch that.
90 seconds into the 9th round.
Left and right. Left and right. Give him work. Keep it going. Come on, keep. Where's the body kick? Body shot.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
That was not well targeted by Hurricane. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9.
You got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
Hurricane's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. The Brown Bombers trainer right now is telling him, hey, we can pull this fight out. You may be trailing. There's not much left, but it's still there. You can still go out there and get this win.
Don't stop. You hear me? Do not stop. We gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you have to keep working right now, baby. You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see.
So a new round is underway here, but will it be just where we left off? Remember, the bell rang in that last round to keep this fight going. He was taking a beating.
Yeah, well, I hope that he watched some Houdini movies. I really do, because he's going to have to do a Houdini to get out of this.
And now he scores well with the straight right. The Brown Bombers found the punch that'll always excite a crowd, and that's that straight hand, that power shot. You can see it coming, and there it is.
Well, he must be pretty happy that he's got an opponent that throws all wide, all round punches, because straight beats round.
Good exchange. He fires back.
Come on now.
Not much action as he just ties up. And he returns on that exchange. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And that's the end of round 10.
Relax, don't need to pressure too much. It's gonna come now. You gotta relax and put those punches together. You're trying hard to knock this guy out with one big punch. I need to see some combination.
Go out and get him. Go out and fight this guy. Take it to this guy. You have to go and get this guy.
All we need is water up there.
Okay. Relax.
Throw that away.
Take a deep breath.
11th round has arrived. Teddy, this is exactly the kind of fight I like to broadcast. Dead even on your scorecards through 10. Hurricanes, though, in position where now every little thing counts. These are the moments where the separation gets you the win.
This is where you simply make up your mind, I'm not being denied. I've come too far to give in now. Too far not to win it.
The Brown Bombers almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Body shot.
Nothing there on the punch by Hurricane.
Move your head. You're taking too much punches. Hands up.
The Brown Bombers been stunned. Solid. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Unable to score with the hook.
Pace yourself.
The Brown Bombers giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Big shot, and he goes down again. Will he get up from this? Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round.
Hey. Let's go out there now. Come on, now, let me see.
How about that? What a round we just saw. Both men were able to get to the other. Both men seemingly hurt in that round.
And the kind of round where a judge really has to do his job. Everyone else does their job. Trainers, managers, we're trying to do ours. But now it's up to the judges to really look at that and find where they can separate the two fighters.
Go for the knockdown. Now listen, champ. You need to move your head more from side to side, okay? I want to...
This has been a real good one tonight, and now it comes down to this, the final round.
Keep your hands up.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Get out the way from those punches. Move your head. Move your head.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Stay down at the body. Good job.
Good block by Hurricane. Hurricane's offense has nearly left the building, but that has a lot to do with the fact that he was hurt earlier. He got tagged.
Now he's got to find a way to be defensive, to make sure he survives, clears those cobwebs out a little bit, but he's got to reconnect the offense before it's too late.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. Hurricane stunned, and he is hurt.
Hold him.
Boy, I know. Oh, and there you go. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's over. This fight is over. Hurricane's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. I don't know why we're always so shocked, but we just are. You'd think we'd learn by now that anything can happen. Here's a fight that is clearly heading to a decision, and just like that, it's over by knockout.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill, or do that. Stick your chin out, bang.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.